Dr. Marks, Dr. Aguilar, Mrs. Lorcella, faculty, staff, fellow seniors, welcome to Passaic Preparatory Academy's inaugural National College Signing Day for our first graduating class, the class of 2020.
We ask that all in attendance please mute yourselves if you are not already. Today's Google Meet will be recorded and possibly shared with media. Please turn off your video and camera if you do not wish your image to be used. This afternoon, we will cheer and honor the seniors' commitments to the future.
First, we would like to tell you a little bit about how College Signing Day got started. In 2014, Michelle Obama launched the Reach Higher initiative, an effort to inspire young people across America to take charge of their future by completing their education past high school, whether at a professional training program, a community college, or a four-year college or university.
In 2015, as part of her Reach Higher initiative, Mrs. Obama created the Better Make Room campaign to target Generation Z, young people ages 14 to 19, to celebrate education, change the national conversation, and reach students directly where they are and give them a space to create content while also navigating the college-going process. This campaign leverages traditional and new medium platforms to celebrate students' stories in the same way that we often celebrate celebrities and athletes. Better Make Room highlights the possibility of a better education, a better career, and a better future.
We will begin our event by asking questions created by our seniors to our faculty and staff about their college experiences and words of advice. This will be followed by a slideshow announcing our seniors' commitments, and we will conclude with a congratulatory video montage.
To begin our question and answer panel, we would like to welcome our faculty and staff volunteer panel, Mr. Contaldi, Ms. Fitzgerald, Ms. Fontalvo, Ms. Herrera, Ms. Hughes, Ms. Montoya, Ms. Navarro, and Ms. Taylor. Teachers, we remind you to unmute before answering your question.
Our first question is for Ms. Taylor. If you were unsure what you wanted to do when you started college, what helped you decide?
So I'm a little bit backwards for this question. I went to college and I picked a college based on what I had my heart set on doing. I thought I was going to be a veterinarian ever since I was 8 years old. And there weren't any schools in New Jersey with veterinary medicine as a major, so I went away to school in Pennsylvania. I spent 1 year there and I realized that that is not what I wanted to do at all for various reasons. So I ended up transferring home to Bergen Community College as an undecided major, and I had no clue what I wanted to do. I never actually thought I would need a backup plan. So I took the time to reflect on my strengths and the things that I loved. I talked with my parents about my ideas. I also used the counseling resources and program advisors that are available at school. I think making a list of my strengths and weaknesses helped me decide what I might be good at, and also when I thought I had figured out what I wanted to do, I did a little research about whether or not there were job openings, how much school I would need before I would be able to graduate, and then what the pay rate was, etc. Doing this also helped me decide that there were some other things that I didn't want to major in, and then I settled on teaching. I also think it's helpful to know that many of the classes that you take in your first year or your first 2 years at school are similar to what anyone in any major are taking, so you do have some time to decide. And it's also okay to change your mind. This is what you're planning to do for the rest of your lives, and you need to make wise choices, do a little research and soul searching before you can be happy in life. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Next for Ms. Navarro, what is one thing you would recommend to us to help us through college?
As a Passaic High School graduate and first generation college graduate, I remember being in your exact shoes, stepping out of Passaic and entering an unknown world. I would love to recommend so many things, but I will recommend one that many won't, and that is establishing a rapport or a relationship with your professors. You will learn to become your own advocate. Professors are not going to reach out to your parents, and some might not even reach out to you and explain your progress. You must learn to reach out yourselves. Did you receive a bad grade? Email them, ask them how to improve. Are you going to be absent? Email them beforehand and let them know. Attending class might be part of your grade. Not understanding a huge assignment? Don't wait until the last minute and reach out. That one assignment might be worth 30% of your entire grade. Failing, ask them how to improve, which campus services to take advantage of. There are writing centers, tutoring, tons of help out there. College professors are not like your middle or high school teachers. Majority of them handle their courses like businesses. No one is going to force you or push you like we did. They won't make you complete your missing work or make you stay after school to make sure that you pass the marking period. I'm not saying become best friends with your college professors, but be open and not quiet. Your professor will give you office hours. Use them wisely, email them. It's not going to hurt you. So take the wheel and become your own advocate. It is your responsibility to be successful. It's your degree, it's your future. Take control. I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you, Ms. Navarro. Next, for Mr. Contaldi, what clubs and organizations were you involved in?
Good afternoon, everybody. First, I just want to say, ladies, you're doing a wonderful job as hosts. Secondly, to answer your question, I was on the wrestling team at Rutgers University from 1999 to 2004. That was my main focus in college, for better or for worse. But I will say this, in terms of the college experience, my daily schedule was something like this. I'd get up for work. I'd work from 7 to 11 every day. I'd go to lunch. I'd be in class from about 1 to 4. I'd have practice from 4:30 to 6:30. I'd eat dinner. I'd have class from 7:30 to 9, and then I'd be back in the gym till about 10:30. That was on a daily basis for 5 years or so, give or take. What it teaches you, other than just wrestling, is that there's no time sort of for nonsense. You're in college. It's a great experience, and you want to fill your days with experiencing everything. Okay, it's not just about going to class and learning US 1 again. Okay, it's not just about going to class and sitting in a lecture hall with 300 other people wondering what they're doing on Thursday night. Okay, it's about taking the whole experience in, growing as a person, becoming more self-disciplined because you're on your own, having a lot of fun. Okay, and that can mean any number of different things. But again, taking it all in. Find what you're interested in. Join clubs. Do intramurals. Meet people. Professors, like Mr. Navarro said, your fellow students, alums, make those connections that are going to help you. But use that time, that 4 years, that 5 years, whatever it is, that 7 years, all right, to experience college life. All right, and branch out and just become sort of the version of yourself that you're going to be, because the version of you that exists right now is not going to be the same person. You're going to grow in ways that you don't even understand. So use the time to do all this stuff. And like I said earlier, get your education, but there's so many more things to do than just sort of get your education. Have a great day.
Thanks, Contaldi. Our next question is for Ms. Fontalvo. How is college different from high school?
The main difference between high school and college is the independence that college brings. High school has everything you need, usually in one building, but for college, you usually have to go out and actively look for all of the resources that the school has to offer, tutoring, athletics, etc. But you have to actively look for these things in order to take advantage of them. Also in high school, there's more opportunities to succeed academically because your final grade is a reflection of your work throughout the entire year. However, in college, your grade can simply be a reflection on just your midterm and your final. So you have to put a lot of work and take advantage of the library resources, the tutoring resources, the writing center that your school has to offer. But as long as you're your biggest advocates, you guys are going to do great.
Thank you so much. Our next question is for Ms. Montoya. While attending college, what is the best way to take care of your mental health?
Hi guys. During this time, your lives are going to start to change, and this might cause a lot of stress, which can impact your mental health. Here are a few tips I've learned through experience to help take care of your mental health. First off, I know the work can be a lot and everything is very important, and you might feel like you don't even have a second to breathe. I would advise you to make lists and schedules of everything you need to do. Within the schedules you make sure to incorporate some time for yourself. Whether it's going to the gym, whether it's hanging out with family or friends, watching an episode of your favorite TV show, or anything you like doing, take some time for yourself. Whether it's a couple of hours or 15 minutes, this will go a long way. Second, be kind to yourself. I can't stress this one enough. Understand that it's difficult, that this is a difficult time with new things to get used to, and you may not get everything perfect the first time. I promise you'll get the hang of everything, so don't beat yourself up for every little mistake that you make. Third, make sure you have a good support system um, made up of people who can listen to you and help you in any ways that they can. This can be your family, your friends, old teachers, current professors. Lastly, if you're feeling like your mental health is suffering more than what you can handle and you still have no idea what to do, don't be afraid to ask for help. There are schools that offer counseling and psychological services like free group counseling or one-on-one therapy session. I know if you're going to Montclair State, I know they offer both. This is an advantage that my sister took advantage of when she was in college. She was so grateful and has mentioned what a helpful experience that was. Just remember that yes, your job and your schoolwork may be important, but your mental health should be a priority as well.
Thank you, Ms. Montoya. Mr. Herrera is up. What advice do you have for those of us working and going to college? Any tips for time management?
Hey everyone, what's up? I hope everyone's having a good day, and it's great outside, so maybe we'll enjoy it while we're here. So I just want to say that being that I come from the same roots of Passaic schools, I went the whole elementary school system. I knew that going into college I would also need to work, given that I was working in high school too, like since junior year. I had to support myself financially because my parents didn't make enough money. So I came up with 5 points to bring up to answer this question based on my past experiences. And it's not just about these 5 points. There might be other things that we have to consider, given that the other teachers have mentioned already. I could have like a 20 points, but for me, these are the most important ones. With what Ms. Montoya said with mental health, the first one I want to put is patience. I can't tell you how many times I wanted to quit, but I always told myself that it would be worth it. Big goals don't come easy in life. Juggling schoolwork and work is no easy task. I can't tell you how many times my head would have hurt from just having a long day of being in school and then going to work after that and not getting home till 10. It's a challenge, so keep that in mind. Be very, very patient with yourself. Have an early morning. That's my second point. Have an early homework or class session. This is really important because some assignments will take you 1 to 3 hours to complete. If you're taking 4+ classes, it is important you have enough time in the day to complete it. Also, if you're already awake in the morning and went to class, your class sessions are done. So use the time to complete assignments. I've taken classes that are like 7 a.m., 7:15, 8 a.m. So if you're already there and you're done, and you're at school already, just do your assignments. So that way it's like beneficial for you. The third thing is time management. That's really, really important. I would ensure that I know the dates of upcoming assignments. Due dates for homework, reports, and projects. Sometimes they'll all come up at the same time. I don't know why, but professors, like, for some reason, have like secret conversations and like to make all the projects due like on the same weekend or right before spring break. So also check constantly what days you work before the beginning of the week, because then you might need to adjust your schedule according to your schoolwork and your job. If you have a really like good boss and they're lenient, just tell them that you have a lot of schoolwork and they'll work with you. I can't tell you how many times I've told my manager that, hey, I still want to work, but I need to not work this day because I need to, focus on my schoolwork. And they'll hear you out, depending on what kind of job you have. So the fourth thing I want to say is have purposeful days for only schoolwork. No, for only school or only work. This is another crucial point I want to make. I always make sure to try to register for classes where all my classes fall on 1 or 2 days of the week. That way I have the rest of the time to work, to pay my bills, and time for homework. So I like it that way because then, now that I have my classes out the way, I have let's say I registered for Monday and Tuesday. Now I have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to go on my work or go to my job and work. So the last thing I want to say is email apps are your best friends. Gmail, Outlook, whatever email you use, Yahoo Mail. Have your school email on your phone, since you're already on your phone so much, using Instagram, Twitter, whatever you use. Add your school email to your phone. You don't know how many times professors update things throughout the week. Allow notifications for your school email or school platform like Blackboard or Canvas, knowing that teachers like to post grades super late. Knowing that you get that notification on your phone of a project being done or a test grade, it's good to know that you have it on your phone and it's handy because you see it right there. So, like I said, there's probably more points, but for me, these are the most important ones. Good luck, everyone. I believe in you guys, and I'll let the next teacher go.
Thank you so much, Mr. Herrera. Next up is Ms. Hughes. Is there anything you would like to have been told before entering college?
Okay, so there was a lot of stuff that I wish people told me, so I made a list of just my top 5, like Mr. Herrera did. So here are my top 5 pieces of advice that I wish I could have given myself. So number 5, there's no rush. The real world will be waiting for you whether you finish in 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, whatever. So take your time if you need to. It took me 6 years to graduate undergrad, but I don't regret it. So number 4, take advantage of everything college has to offer. So if that means taking a class that you're interested in, but it's not really. Anyway, you may never have the chance to learn about something like that ever again, so just do it. Go to different events, try to meet different people, especially if you're a commuter. Try to just find a few people on campus that you can hang out with. Just, open yourself up to different opportunities. Number 3, student loans they're normal. So if you have to take them out in order to get an education, do it. It's worth it. You'll figure payment plans and everything like that out later on. But if it means getting an education or not, then do it. Number 2, this is my favorite, study abroad. If you can, do it. I did it. It was the best year of my life, hands down. And I've told you guys all this when I had you in history. But do it if you have the chance to do it. It's 100% worth it. And my last, number 1, is make decisions for yourself. Don't make decisions because somebody's telling you to do it. Don't take a class just to be with a friend. You might be miserable. Don't transfer to a different college because your boyfriend or girlfriend is there. Go where you need to go. Do what you need to do. And that includes your parents. Because these are the decisions you're making for your life, nobody else's. So do everything for yourselves. I love you guys, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you, Ms. Hughes. Lastly is Ms. Fitzgerald. Do you feel college prepared you for the workforce and the real world?
Hi, everybody. Yes, I do feel like college prepared me for the real world and the workforce. In terms of content, I know us as teachers very often get the question, when are we going to use this when I grow up? When am I ever going to need to know the gas laws, right? And I had the same question when I was taking my courses in college. And as it turns out, a lot of the time, the answer is never. I'm never going to have to solve another Schrodinger equation in my life. I'm never going to explain to you what a scanning electron microscope is. Okay? But the classes you take in college really give you a foundation in what you're going into in the field, right? So it gave me a foundation in chemistry to be able to branch out in different ways. It also helped me to become a more well-rounded student. So most colleges have core requirement classes that they'll have to take. So in addition to all the science classes that I had to take to be a science major, I also had to take a history class and an arts class. And so that just helped me become more well-rounded, be able to talk to more people. But more than that, besides the content, the best part about college and the most it prepared me for the workforce was in that it gave me the soft skills and experiences I needed to be successful. As a lot of the teachers have already said, in college you're very independent. There isn't going to be people who are going to make you use the resources that are presented to you. And so college made me really become my own self-advocate. I learned to look out for resources and to use them when I needed to. And so that skill really helped me out in the workforce. I also use skills like persistence and organization and time management. And no matter what job you get after college, this is something that you're going to need to be able to do. I also had to work with a lot of different people from different backgrounds, people who had different ideas, and talk to them and come together and have a conversation. And that ability to collaborate with people, especially people who are different from me, was really important for me going forward in my life. And finally, going in college is a really great opportunity for you to learn about your independence. you're on your own out there, and you will have people to support you, but you are making your decisions for yourself. And it really gives you the time to get to know yourself better and see who you are going to be as an adult. So coming into yourself and really learning about your independence is helpful, and it helps you gain the confidence that you need when you're going into the workforce. To get a job, you're going to need to be confident. And being in college and developing all of those soft skills helps you gain the confidence in knowing who you are when you're leaving college. So as you're sending out into college, I want to congratulate you on a job well done in high school and really encourage you to take advantage of the soft skills as well as the content when you're in college, and you'll do great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, faculty and staff, for participating and sharing your insight about our questions today.
We will now present a slideshow announcing the commitments of our seniors. We ask that you please remain on mute. We will unmute and share a round of applause and cheers at the conclusion of the slideshow.
Can everybody see that? Can somebody give me a thumbs up? Yep, okay.
Passaic Preparatory Academy, class of 2020. Chelsea Breton, Passaic County Community College. Kimberly Carmona, Passaic County Community College. Giselle Cruz, School of Visual Arts. Gianna De La Rosa, New Jersey City University. Trini Daniel Dominici, New Jersey City University. Leonardo Flores Pattinson. Gila Gershon, John Jay College of Criminal Justice. Kelly Gomez, Passaic County Community College. Michaela Harris Cross, Montclair State University. Carmen Orr, Rutgers University. Fernando Paredes, Eastern Nazarene College. Los Angeles Ruiz, Montclair State University. Hannah Sanders, Passaic County Community College. Camille Santana, Montclair State University. Leslie Savenas, New Jersey City University. Congratulations, class of 2020.
All in attendance, and we now unmute to clap to congratulate our seniors.
Yay!
Please mute again. We would like to now introduce our event organizer and school counselor, Ms. Carl.
Hi, everyone. Thank you again for joining us today. Before we have our grand finale, I would like to thank everyone that was involved in making this event happen. Our amazing leaders, Dr. Marks, Dr. Aguilar, and Mrs. Loricella. An incredible group of teachers, Mr. Schmerler, Mr. Tereshko, Mr. Graham, Ms. Sayameta, and Ms. Bang. My fellow counselors, Mrs. Mold and Ms. Fontalvo. Our very willing and thoughtful staff panel and moderators. And last but not least, I would like to thank the seniors, Prep's first graduating class. This celebration would not be happening if it was not for your hard work and dedication. Thank you. And now I will turn it over to your senior advisor, Miss Bang.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say congratulations again, and that it's really been an honor just walking with you guys these past 2 years. I'm so sorry that we couldn't end it with a bang like we thought we were going to, but you guys did a great job these past few years, just advocating for yourselves and just putting on some really awesome events. It was super fun working with you guys, and I know that the video isn't going to do justice to all the hard work that you guys have put in or anything like that, but we tried our best to, bring all your personalities and spunk together to try to, just to lift you guys up and to just push you forward into your future. All right. So if everyone can mute themselves one last time, hopefully this the media works out, and we'll probably end it from there.
Congratulations on making such an important decision. And as much as the prep secretaries will miss you, we promise that the best is still yet to come. Your colleges have accepted the best of the best. We wish you the best of luck. Congratulations, class of 2020!
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Wishing you all the best in this next phase of your life, and remember to stay positive.
You guys are doing fantastic. I know right now it's a difficult time, but you guys are doing great.
Continue to impress us with your drive to succeed and your perseverance, especially during these challenging times.
Incredibly proud of you. You've worked hard to get to this moment, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Come back and see us in the fall. We got a big S-Club for every one of you.
And truly envious of the future you guys have ahead of you. Make the best of it.
Congratulations, seniors.
You take charge and work hard, you will achieve your dreams. Good luck.
I cannot wait to see all that you continue to accomplish. I am already so incredibly proud of you.
Wish you the best in your futures, and we're always here to help. Never hesitate to come back and ask for help. We're always here. All right? Have a great one.
So, this is all you made it this far. Congratulations.
Congratulations and good luck, guys. I want you to be really proud of yourselves.
God bless you, stay safe, and have a great summer.
Congratulations, graduates. Congratulations, class of 2020. As the first graduating class of the Passaic Preparatory Academy, we are so proud of all of your accomplishments, and we are anxious to see what your future entails. Good luck.
That's it.
Yay. Okay. That was awesome. Thank you to Ms. Bang and all who contributed to the video. We would now like to introduce our principal, Dr. Marks, for some closing remarks.
How's everybody doing today? It's one of those things. It's from a young age, right? When you're in elementary school and you're starting your educational journey, everybody always wants to ask you, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? That's the question, right? What do you want to be when you grow up? And you always get those typical responses. You get I want to be a firefighter, I want to be a policeman, a teacher, a doctor, maybe even a princess. Who knows, right? You got to think high. And that was just me, you know? I think the idea is that throughout elementary school, you're getting those things about thinking about the future. And then you start thinking about, when you get into high school, that question just gets to be even more, detailed. It's like, immediately, it's, where are you going to college? What are you going to major in? And it's one of those things, and it's like, it's so hard to think about your future. It's so hard to think about those next big stages in your life. And the thing that I take away, and I think mirrors what everyone else has said in this really awesome event, is that time flies. And when you are sitting here, you can go and you can look back at your high school experience and you think it goes fast. But if you really think about it, all the people who graduated college here, college flies by even faster. And the moment you get into college, it's all about, okay, did you find a job yet? Are you looking for this? What career are you having? And sometimes we get so caught up in what our next step is that sometimes we rush through things. And I know Miss Yu said it too. It's like, don't rush it. Enjoy the experience, because education is an awesome thing. But once you graduate, you're in the workforce, and you're in the workforce for a long time. And so it's really, really important to make sure that you pick something that you love, you pick something that you're passionate about, because picking something that you're going to do for your whole life when you're sitting there in 12th grade it's a big pressure decision. So live in the moment, think about your future, but you know what? You've made us so proud up to this point. We are, disappointed that we have to sit here in this virtual setting, but you know what? We're proud of you. We hope the world, is at your footsteps right now. Everything's in front of you. Take that step and enjoy life. And we're so proud of you. We're excited for your future, and be proud of where you came from. But most of all, do what's right for you, and I hope you all are as successful and love the career you end up choosing, love the college you go to, and guess what? It's your future's here, and you're graduating from high school, and it's an awesome thing. But you know what? College is there, and you're going to make us all proud, and as proud as we've been from the first time we met you guys. So, my message to you is that we're proud of you, and we're proud that we had this experience with you. So, best of luck in your future, everybody.
If everybody could unmute, maybe another round of applause for all of our seniors.
Yay!
Great job, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. And that's it.